This podcast is sponsored by sciencebased.learning.com. Discover a passion-driven language learning system that combines ebooks, audiobooks, and videos with the science of spaced repetition. Maximize your learning and retention today at sciencebased.learning.com.
Mastering ni siquiera. How to use not even in Spanish for strong negation. Learn how to use the Spanish phrase ni siquiera to express not even, including examples, sentence placement, and common exceptions. Understanding the use of ni siquiera in Spanish. When learning Spanish, one important expression to master is ni siquiera. This phrase translates directly to not even in English, and it is used to emphasize the negation of an event, action, or situation. Understanding how and when to use ni siquiera will allow you to express strong negation and convey disappointment, surprise, or emphasis effectively in conversations. Basic usage of a ni siquiera. Ni siquiera is used to highlight that something you might expect to happen, or something that is usually true, does not happen. Not even the smallest or least likely thing. In English, not even carries a similar emphasis. Example 1. Ni siquiera vino a la reunión. Translation, not even he/she came to the meeting. Example 2. No tenía dinero, ni siquiera para comprar pan. Translation, he/she didn't have money, not even to buy bread. Example 3. Ni siquiera sé cómo empezar. Translation, I don't even know how to start. Position of ni siquiera in a sentence. The placement of ni siquiera can affect the emphasis and flow of the sentence. Before the verb, most common placement. Ni siquiera llamó. Not even he/she called. Before the element you want to emphasize. Ella ni siquiera lo miró. She didn't even look at him. Between no and the verb to stress the negation. No ni siquiera lo intentó. This placement is less common and often considered awkward. It's better to avoid it. Using ni siquiera with negative sentences. Because ni siquiera itself conveys negation, it typically appears alongside negative sentences. However, you should not use a double negative with no and ni siquiera in the same clause unless it's the standard negation structure in Spanish, which allows for negatives to coexist. Correct. Ni siquiera él lo sabe. Not even he knows it. Correct. No me dijo nada. Ni siquiera la verdad. He didn't tell me anything. Not even the truth. Incorrect. Él no ni siquiera vino. Double negative is awkward and incorrect. Common exceptions and nuances. Although the primary meaning of ni siquiera is not even, there are a few nuances and exceptions to keep in mind. Ni siquiera with imperatives. Sometimes you will hear it in commands to emphasize something that shouldn't be done, although more common expressions might be preferred for clarity. Eje, ni siquiera intentes abrir la puerta. Emphasis without no. Occasionally, ni siquiera can appear without no, when the sentence already implies a negative context, or when used as a standalone phrase. Ni siquiera tú crees eso. Don't you even believe that? Replacing ni siquiera with ni. Sometimes in casual conversation, ni alone is used to express a similar meaning, but ni siquiera is more emphatic and formal. Practice examples. Try translating these sentences using ni siquiera. He didn't even answer my question. We didn't even think about going there. She didn't even bring her wallet. Sample answers. No respondió ni siquiera a mi pregunta. Ni siquiera pensamos en ir allí. Ella ni siquiera trajo su billetera. Summary. To summarize, ni siquiera is a valuable phrase in Spanish to express the idea of not even. It adds weight to negative sentences and helps convey strong feelings about actions or events that do not happen or exist at all. Remember the correct placement mainly before the verb or the emphasized element. Avoid awkward double negatives and be aware of subtle exceptions. For more lessons, tips, and resources on learning Spanish and other languages using scientific methods, learn more at sciencebasedlearning.com. Get your copy of our comprehensive language learning guides and sharpen your Spanish skills with tested, research-based techniques. Visit sciencebasedlearning.com today.